Remember those doctors I told you about? The ones who rebuilt my body? They also improved it!
I'm your host, Stephanie Williams, and welcome to Prime Video Episode Breakdowns, where I will be breaking down weekly episodes of our favorite series on Prime Video so you can keep up with what's happening in the new season. Today we're recapping Season 2, Episode 8, the season finale of Invincible. Here's a quick recap of the previous episode before we dive into the season finale, Episode 8. In Episode 7, Mark and Amber attempt to reconcile their relationship, but Mark's superhero duties keep getting in the way. Meanwhile, Rexplode returns to the team with some upgrades. Immortal is suspended from the Guardians, and as a result, Rudy gets his job back as the team's leader. Donald learns more about why he was brought back to life, and another Viltrumite named Anissa gives Invincible a warning about what will happen if he doesn't follow orders. And lastly, Angstrom Levy holds Debbie and Oliver hostage, leaving us in a cliffhanger. If you need a more detailed refresher, check out our breakdown video for Episode 7 and our video highlighting key moments from the first half of Season 2. You can find a link to both of these videos in the link's description. Now let's dive into our recap of the Season 2 finale, I Thought You Were Stronger. Episode 8 opens with Omni-Man laying waste to robots and prison personnel. At first, it looks like he's attempting a prison break. But once General Krieg shows up, we learn Omni-Man is being tested to ensure he is fully healed from the injuries that he sustained at the end of Episode 4. As a cultural custom, the Viltrumites want Omni-Man to be at his fullest potential before they execute him. Invincible arrives at home to confront Angstrom Levy, who threatens to break Debbie's neck. At first, Invincible doesn't remember Angstrom, but Angstrom quickly jogs his memory by accusing Invincible of turning him into a monster. When Invincible tries to attack, Angstrom opens a portal to a dimension full of talking dinosaurs, which Invincible flies right into. Before a dinosaur can attack Invincible, Angstrom brings him back to the primary dimension. Angstrom then shares that all of the dimensions he has visited, the main universe is the only one where he has encountered Oliver. Angstrom notes that revelation may have some importance, but doesn't say anything beyond how interesting it is. When Invincible tries to attack Angstrom again, he is sent through another portal with a web-slinging hero in the middle of a fight. When Angstrom brings Invincible back to the main universe, Invincible tries to reason with him. This only angers Angstrom, who sends Invincible into yet another portal. Angstrom then begins to suffer from what appears to be all of his memories surfacing from the different versions of himself across various dimensions. The memories all have something in common. Invincible causes some kind of direct or indirect harm to Angstrom, his loved ones, and the rest of humanity. The next portal Invincible flies through takes him to a dimension full of zombies. Back in the main universe, Debbie tries to fight back against Angstrom, but it doesn't go well. He shares that in other dimensions, Debbie joins Invincible and Omni-Man in their Viltrumite takeover. Debbie accuses Angstrom of being the villain in the main universe, and he breaks her arm. Invincible finally returns to the main universe. Once he discovers what Angstrom has done to his mom, Invincible attacks Angstrom, and then their fight spans across different dimensions. In the last dimension they visit, Invincible gets the upper hand and unleashes on Angstrom, killing him. With Angstrom now dead, Invincible is trapped in that dimension. Back in the primary dimension, the GDA shows up at Debbie's home to get her medical care. Invincible struggles with killing Angstrom and tries to rationalize with himself why he did it. He is upset that he lost control. Back in the main universe, General Krieg is busy punishing Omni-Man. When Omni-Man walks back to his cell, he passes Alan the alien, who is being walked to his own cell. Alan shares via telepathic communication that he is there to help break Omni-Man out of prison. In the alternate dimension where Invincible is stranded, a portal opens and out comes older versions of the Guardians of the Globe. They say it took 20 years to find him, that the world they came from is the same as his, and it's been in bad shape since he went missing. Because they don't want to share too much information, they send Mark through a portal back to his dimension. But before Invincible walks through, the older version of Adam Eve tells Invincible that she loves him. She says he needs to tell his dimension's Adam Eve how he feels about her. As soon as Mark returns, he visits Debbie at the GDA hospital. Cecil reminds Mark that he is nothing like his father, Omni-Man, but Mark feels otherwise because he lost his control while fighting Angstrom. At the Guardians of the Globe headquarters, Rudy and Monster Girl have a heart-to-heart. Rudy shares why he is dedicated to helping her, and Monster Girl says that while she appreciates it, she wants him to talk to her like a person and not like some problem he is trying to fix. We catch up with Immortal off in some secluded wintry cabin where he finds Duplicate alive. It turns out Duplicate had a hidden secret copy of herself somewhere. Mark shares with Debbie that he is quitting college and he is determined to improve at being invincible. Mark then visits Eve but ultimately holds back from sharing his true feelings about her. The season finale ends with Omni-Man sharing with Alan the alien how remorseful he is for the harm he has caused in the name of Viltrum. Omni-Man also says that he misses his wife, Debbie. And there you have it, everything that happened during the season 2 finale, episode 8. Thank you so much for watching this installment of Prime Video episode breakdowns. You can now watch seasons 1 and 2 of Invincible on Prime Video. Once again, my name is Stephanie Williams. Thank you so much for watching.